Los Angeles Clippers vs Miami Heat full game highlights, November 3, 2025 NBA season. It was a thrilling night of NBA action in South Beach as the Los Angeles Clippers squared off against the Miami Heat in a matchup filled with star power, intensity, and playoff-like energy. Both teams came in hungry to build momentum early in the 2025-26 season, and this game did not disappoint. From Kawhi Leonard's mid-range mastery to Jimmy Butler's relentless aggression, fans were treated to a high-level battle that went down to the wire. The opening quarter set the tone right away. Miami came out blazing, feeding off the home crowd energy at Kazia Center. Jimmy Butler attacked early, using his physicality to draw fouls and get to the free throw line. Bam Adebayo dominated the paint with his defense and rebounding, while rookie Kel'el Ware brought unexpected spark off the bench with his rim protection. But the Clippers weren't backing down. Paul George started hot, nailing a pair of threes and attacking in transition. Kawhi Leonard, ever calm and calculated, found his rhythm from the elbow, reminding everyone that his mid-range jumper remains one of the deadliest weapons in basketball. The first quarter ended in a tight contest, with both teams showing why they're playoff contenders. In the second quarter, the benches took center stage. Norman Powell provided an offensive boost for the Clippers, hitting tough shots and attacking the rim with confidence. Russell Westbrook pushed the tempo, creating open looks for teammates and bringing intensity every possession. On the Heat side, Tyler Herro lit it up from deep, connecting on back-to-back triples that got the crowd roaring. Miami's second unit played with grit, forcing turnovers and turning defense into fast break points. Every time the Clippers seemed to pull away, the Heat answered with clutch shooting or a timely defensive stand. Kawhi Leonard began asserting himself midway through the quarter, using his strength to back down smaller defenders and hit fadeaway jumpers over contests. Paul George complemented him perfectly, spacing the floor and making smart passes out of double teams. However, the Heat's zone defense began to disrupt La's rhythm late in the first half, causing a few turnovers that Miami capitalized on. Butler and Adebayo worked the two-man game to perfection, drawing fouls and getting high-percentage looks. By halftime, Miami held a slim lead, with both teams shooting efficiently and playing tough, physical basketball. Coming out of the locker room, both squads turned up the intensity another notch. The third quarter was a star-on-star duel. Butler attacked relentlessly, scoring through contact and barking at the Clippers bench after every bucket. But Leonard was equally unstoppable, hitting from mid-range, driving strong to the hoop, and even knocking down a corner three that silenced the Miami crowd. The Clippers' defense tightened, led by Ivica Zubac, who did an excellent job contesting shots at the rim. Still, the Heat's ball movement kept them alive, with Herro and Caleb Martin contributing key buckets to maintain Miami's narrow edge. Midway through the third, the Clippers went on a 10-2 run sparked by their defense. George picked off a pass intended for Herro and found Leonard in transition for an emphatic dunk. Moments later, Westbrook grabbed a rebound, pushed the pace, and dished it to Powell for a corner three. Just like that, LA seized momentum and took a 6-point lead. But Miami, as always, refused to quit. Adebayo scored back-to-back buckets inside, and Butler hit a tough step-back jumper to pull the Heat within one heading into the final quarter. The fourth quarter had playoff vibes written all over it. Both teams locked in defensively, every possession turning into a chess match between two elite coaching staffs, Tyronn Lue and Erik Spoelstra. The Clippers opened with a strong push, as George drained a deep three to give LA a bit of breathing room. Leonard continued to control the pace, while Zubac battled Adebayo on the boards. Miami responded with energy from Josh Richardson and rookie forward Nikola Jovic, who provided a key spark off the bench. Herro, quiet for most of the third, came alive again with a crucial three-pointer that brought the crowd back into it. With just under 4 minutes left, the game was tied at 102. Every play mattered, and every star delivered. Kawhi Leonard calmly hit a jumper over Butler, while Adebayo answered with a tough-and-one finish. Paul George then stepped up in crunch time, knocking down a long-range bomb to put the Clippers ahead by 3. The Heat answered once again. Herro's off-balance triple tied it back up as the arena exploded in noise. In the final minute, experience made the difference. Leonard, cool under pressure, isolated on Butler, hit his signature turnaround jumper from the baseline, giving LA a 2-point lead with 28 seconds left. On the next possession, Butler drove hard to the rim, but Zubac met him at the top, forcing a miss. The rebound fell into Georgia's hands, and Miami was forced to foul. PG hit both free throws, extending the lead to 4. The Heat had one last chance, but Herro's final three-pointer bounced off the rim. The Clippers held on for a 114-110 win in one of the most exciting finishes of the season. Kawhi Leonard led the way for the Clippers with 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, putting on a masterclass in clutch performance. Paul George added 28 points and 7 rebounds, while Russell Westbrook contributed 12 points, 10 assists, and countless hustle plays that shifted momentum. Ivica Zubac finished with a double-double, anchoring the paint with strong defense. For Miami, Jimmy Butler scored 29 points with 6 assists, Bam Adebayo had 22 points and 11 rebounds, and Tyler Herro poured in 24 points with 5 threes. After the game, Kawhi kept his response classic and low-key, saying, "We just stayed composed and executed down the stretch. That's what good teams do." Paul George echoed his teammate, adding, "When it got tight, we trusted each other. That's how you win close games on the road." On the Heat side, Jimmy Butler remained positive despite the loss. "We battled. We were right there. It's a long season, we'll learn from this and come back stronger." This game was more than just another regular season showdown, it was a statement. The Clippers showed their balance of veteran leadership and defensive toughness, proving they're serious about making another deep playoff run. The Heat, meanwhile, demonstrated their trademark grit and fight, showing that even in defeat, they're never an easy out for anyone in the league. When all was said and done, the Los Angeles Clippers walked away victorious, but both teams earned respect. From Kawhi's cold-blooded efficiency to Butler's relentless drive, fans witnessed two elite squads pushing each other to the limit. Nights like these remind everyone why the NBA season is must-watch television. Talent, toughness, and drama, all packed into 48 minutes of pure basketball intensity.